guys for being here. Just want to go quick, just not just quick, but just straight to it. So today I'm gonna talk about the real outbound and inbound outreach method that nobody is talking about, and most of the people they just want to sell you stuff and pretty much everything. But how are you gonna buy something that you're not really sure how it works, right? So yeah, myself. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a business solutions company that has been running for over 15 years. My name is Clovis AP, and I've seen a lot of like push and pulls from like new agency owners. They just starting like 1 year, 2 years. Yeah, maybe they get some results, maybe they don't, but they just trying to go and teach people how to do stuff that they themselves they haven't been doing like consistently. It's really sad. So today I'm just gonna talk to you about how you can do it in a way that is a great way, and that's gonna not save you some time, because normally it takes time, but it's gonna help you to know what to do, because as I say, you get information here, there, and you kind of lost in the translation and how you can really focus on things that matter. So let's go and talk about it now. So first, I'm gonna talk about inbound. So as you know, inbound is one of the first things that you have to focus on. Inbound is like SEO pretty much because it takes time to build that, because it's more of you building your audience, and the main key for inbound is just content. So you really have to create content. How do you do that? You're gonna ask Clovis, how do you do that? Creating content is easy if you know what you're talking about, if you know the industry, if you know everything that you know is included in everything that you offer. I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but that's pretty much how it is. So you have to do market research. Market research is the number one thing for content creation. And how do you do market research? You need to pick a subject or a topic, because when you are studying, don't just the mistake that a lot of people do, they just pick a niche when they are studying. You don't do that. Don't try to do that, because picking a niche, that means you now forget about other stuff. So you're just gonna focus on the other stuff. Sometimes it works, but 99% out of like everything, it doesn't really work that way. You just need to pick a topic. So that topic can cover multiple niches. All right. Let's say marketing. Marketing is like for everyone, right? So if you pick marketing, then you can talk about marketing in general and then get those first clients. Then when you get the same client consistently, then you can say, okay, I'm gonna just focus on this particular type of client. But you don't have to do that when you start. Pick a niche when you start. That's a garbage advice. So don't ever try to do that. You only pick a niche when you have consistent results in that niche. Yeah, otherwise go general or hybrid. I call it hybrid because it's a mixture of niche and general. So you can go either general or hybrid. Don't try to pick a niche when you start. You're gonna get yourself locked up or put yourself in a jail, pretty much, right? So you go there, you do your market research. Market research tools that you can use is you know, answer the public. There's a lot of market research tools that you can use, but you can try to use Answer the Public. Answer the Public is a site. So you go answerthepublic.com is a site where you type a subject or a keyword, and then it gives you a lot of ideas about what people are asking about. So now you just have to go and cover those stuff. So let's say you type about marketing, people are gonna ask, how about marketing, or how do I start doing marketing for my business? How do you, like, you have to do that. You talk about lead generation, people are gonna ask a lot of questions there. They already, it's already done. That's why I'm saying, like, it's so easy to do stuff right now online. So the only thing that you can get out of a mentorship is just accountability, and having the person who has done all those sort of shortcut to show you like really live how to do it, because that's what I do for with my mentees. Like I really take them into the live. It's not like a pre-recorded videos or stuff. So we go, I show them, we get your first client, we get your first lead, just like that. All right. But everything that you have to do on your own, I just tell you, just go do this. If you want to save time, then you just pay for my mentorship, right? So, but you're not forced. Or you can even outsource our solutions, our process and everything. So we have a team that is there to deliver everything. So if you focus on getting the clients, and then we deliver the service for you, or we do everything for you, you just focus on being the head or the brand of your business, then we can help you with all of that. So that's what I'm talking about. So the thing is, where you go to answer the public, that's number one tool for market research. The other tool for market research, man, that's even something that it's crazy. You use not YouTube, but Google. Google is a number one tool. Is also a tool for market research. You just search something, and then you'll find a bunch of stuff there. The other tool that you can use also for market research is Google Trends. So you have to go to Google Trends and get some stuff done. You see, like all these tasks, right? That's what a lot of people don't tell you about, because they take time. They really take time. So that's why people say, "Oh, you better hire a VA or somebody who's gonna do that for you," and then you. But in the beginning, I'm not gonna advise you to hire a VA, because you have to know this stuff in your business. What kind of a CEO are you gonna be if you don't know like all these basic stuff, right? Yeah, I know some people trying to play like, no, I'm not supposed to. You are supposed to do to know all this stuff. All right. So when you do your market research, so I'm just gonna give you a few tools. You can find more. So answer the public, which is like the top, and then you go to Google, which is the second, and Google Trend, the third. So those can really help a lot to do your market research and find some information and everything. Then the other thing that you can also do is to read books. You have to read. You have to be a good reader. I don't know how many of you read books, but you have to read. There's a lot of books about marketing, a lot of books about stuff, and a lot of things. Because what are you gonna do most of the time is taking something that has been done successfully and add your touch to it. All right. So you don't gonna reinvent the wheel. Everything has already been done. There are so many people who have done great stuff. Like we've been doing great stuff, and that's what pretty much forms the whole uh SOPs. The processing. Because when we've been around for 15 years, we don't just like come up with some new stuff every single time. We just take from what has been working, and then we adapt it to the current situation. When they have like these updates, algorithm and stuff, privacies and stuff, we just update our SOPs to the current situation, because they are successful SOP proven strategies and everything. So, and they're ours, so they're not being taken from anybody, they're not being taken from another company, they're just our stuff, how we do stuff. So you need to create also the same thing for you, because if you don't document anything, then it's gonna be harder for you when you hire people to even know what to do with the stuff. Because now when we hire people, we just send them a video, or we have like a particular stuff or SOP that they can go read or watch, and they will understand. Now they can just ask questions, because normally that will come, but we can, it will do 80% or 90% of the work. So you just have to do that. That's why market research is so important. Do your market research. Don't be lazy and thinking you're going to send 300, 600, 1,000 emails or messages to people. And then when they ask you just a simple question, you don't even know what to say. Man, work. You have to study the business. All right. You have to be a business person. So don't go with that mentality of just somebody who just want to get money. All right, so because if you do this for the money, man, you're gonna suck. All right, it's not about money, it's about impact. It's about you getting from A to B and being able to embody that. You have to be the real business person. You have to be business minded, and also try to build connections. You have to build a lot of connections. You have to network. You have to build relationships, because that's what matters. I know a lot of people trying to get the first client in 1 week. Yeah, so many people are advertising for you, like, oh yeah, this guy got a client in 1 week. Yeah, sign up to my mentorship. You can do this. And no, you can't. That person, you don't know how many, okay, how much work they're being putting on, like before that 1 week, 1 week success appear, because nobody is an overnight success. You see me thriving nowadays, because I've been around for more than 15 years. All right. That's why I answer your questions and the stuff just, easily. It's for me like, wow, I know this, I know this. Aren't you gonna be proud if you know all the stuff already too? Like not all, but the most important stuff. That's why you have to do market research. Like now, I don't even do a lot of market research. I just share my knowledge and just check the updates that are there and see, okay, this is it, or then do like that, because it's not like a blood thing. It's not something that it's not true. I share what is true. I share what is proven. I share what works. And that's why all of you respect me, right? That's why all of you like my content. That's why all of you join my group. That's why all of you, you just trust me, because I'm a trustful source. I'm somebody that can tell you, don't do this, do this, with so much confidence that it's gonna work, because I don't just test, I don't doubt, I don't do anything like that. I tell you what works, because I'm not gonna be there sitting and watching you lose or fail while I know the answer and I can tell you straight away. All right, either for free, either you get to my mentorship, but I don't just go there and advertise about my mentorship, because that's not how things work. All right. So do your market research. That's the number one. So once you're done doing the market research, start creating content. So content is so many, like it's broad, but you have to create native content. What do I mean by native content? Native content is meaning like means you have to make sure that every platform has their own format. So if it's on Facebook, normally it's 4 5 videos or 4 5 posts. 4 5, I mean 4 out of 5 inches, and you're gonna have to create some videos like that on Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels also nowadays. All right, and just get so many information about the platforms, because when you do market research, you also learn about the platforms. You learn about the systems. You learn about the softwares. You learn about a lot of stuff. Don't be there asking some questions that are something that just takes like a 2 minute Google search. All right, how do I write a contract? Man, that's a question you cannot ask nowadays. There's so many resources and stuff where you can get contracts, templates and stuff. You just need to edit. How do I create this kind of piece of content and stuff? You use Canva. You use Canva is like free. I'm not saying you have to be a Photoshop expert. Just use Canva. You type. There's a lot of templates that you can use there and create something great. All right. If you are not good at design, because it also requires a creative mind, you can just hire somebody or have like do three of them and then ask people which one is the best, which one needs some improvement. That's how you learn. All right, you do stuff first, then you ask for advice. You don't come and start from scratch asking for advice and then collect. That's not how you learn, because you need to at least bring something to the table. When they give you value, you need also to show that you're really working. All right, I know a lot of people are just gonna watch this video and be like, "Wow, you just say that because you've done it." Yeah, you're right. I've done it, and you have to do it too. You don't have there to be there hating. You cannot. You can hate and hate and hate and stay broke. You can hate and hate and hate and know and learn nothing. So you just have to make sure that you follow, and you also hold yourself accountable. Work. Some people will complain about working 8 hours a day. Man, what are you building? So you're supposed to work. Normally, when you're a business owner, you're supposed to work at the beginning. I'm not saying every business owner or like every stage. No, at the beginning, you're supposed to work more than 8 hours. So 12 hours a day, that's pretty much good. 12 hours a day. All right. So that will include a lot of stuff. Nowadays, I have a lot of automations. I have teams, I have people who work, and I can be sleeping and the business is going because some people are clocking in, are working every single day. I'm not advised to start that way. You're gonna be lazy, a lazy CEO, which is not good, and you won't know anything because you're just gonna focus. You're not a baby anymore, right? So you're not supposed to sleep like 8 hours a day. That's for children. All right. So take stuff, do everything that you can. At least when you have those teams, the people working for you after so many years, you're gonna say, ooh, now I can breathe. That's the true freedom. You don't start having freedom when you start work like a slave. All right, and I'm saying it in a good way. Okay, so if you're mad, that's on you. Then you're still a child, but you need to grow up and work. I know everybody who's starting a business. That means they're manning up. They're like women up or whatever. I'm just inventing that word for lack of a better term. But you get what I'm saying, right? So do your market research. Start creating content. There's so many ways you can create content. Use Canva if you need inspiration, and you can start from there. So Canva has a lot of stuff you can do. Videos, pretty much when you have to write. Google Docs. Google Docs will help you to write some stuff down, captions, blogs, whatever. You can create content on websites like on social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. And you can also create on sites. So the free one that you can get is Medium. You can have a Medium account and create content there. You can have some blogs written, and if you don't have a website, then you can write on Medium, or you can write on Quora. You can use Quora to do that, or you can use Pinterest to just put some pins. A lot of stuff that you can do there because there you're just putting yourself out there and you leave your information, your email address, and how people can reach out to you, your social media account, so that people can reach out to you when they just find out about that piece of content you created. All right, leave a mark all the time. So when you do that content, it's gonna help you to get so many inbound stuff, but don't expect it to be in 1 week or 1 month. As I said, it takes more than 1 month to take off. But don't focus on one thing. That's a mistake that a lot of people do. So when I say inbound creating content, do market research, people are gonna say, hey, right now I'm just doing market research. What else? Do other stuff. Multitasking is one of the skills that is required in this type of business because when you start hiring people, you're gonna need them to be multitasking. Also, work like a machine. All right. So you have to do market research contents. So whether you're focusing on inbound, you focus also on outbound. So now you're creating content for inbounds. You just have to put so much content out there. Put a lot, and mix a lot of stuff. Don't just be too worky style, and don't be too professional, like pretty much professional. That word is so so many people don't know the meaning. Being professional means being you. So don't listen to whatever everybody is trying to tell you. Being professional means being you. Because in a sense society, somebody with locks could not work. And some people have some problem with that. I don't know, it comes from maybe your family background or stuff. When you see somebody with locks, somebody with beard, you say like, oh, these people are not serious. Are you serious? You're the one not serious. So you don't have to judge people based on their background, where they come from, whatever, and you just have to be business minded and just mingle with the right people, right? Mhm. So it's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going. All right, so where are you going? I've come so far and I've gone so far right now, and I've been traveling the whole world. And yeah, you don't know that, right? When you see me, do you think like that? Nope. But that's the truth. So Your limiting belief has to stop. You have to stop that because you can achieve more than what you can imagine with this journey. Don't just be a lazy person and trying to do a simple stuff and trying to like getting overjoyed because you just got a reply and stuff. That's just one reply, man. Are you gonna keep up? That's the thing. So don't be so like an instant gratification machine. Just be somebody mindful and know that okay, if you've done something well, then you have to document that so that you can keep up on doing those like good stuff in a course of a long period of time. So you have to do that. All right. So when you create content now, and the other thing that you're gonna ask, like, okay, what else? Make content that is shareable. What you have to make three types of content or four, whatever. So you have to make educational content, you have to make shareable content, and you have to make promo or sales content, and also like lifestyle content. Lifestyle meaning your life. All right, it's not always about business. Just keep it real, man. Do you really is the business your life? If you can say that, that means you're lying, right? You're lying. Your business is not your life. As you can see, I share a lot of stuff about my family. I share a lot of stuff about my whereabouts and so many stuff. I'm not saying you have to share everything because not everything has to be gone on social media. You need to have at least your privacy, but pretty much something that can make you like a human being, right? If because normally if everybody you're gonna meet is gonna be on social media, then at least they have to know something a little bit about you. All right, because that's how you meet. Like you see me, so many people watching this video. You've never seen me in real life. Like you've never seen me like face to face. But because of how I behave and how I am online, how I share about my life and everything. Now I feel you feel like you've known me for a long time and you feel like maybe it's just the screen, but you're feeling like we're having a genuine conversation, like really like a face-to-face conversation, and you can feel that connection. All right. Am I lying? No, I'm not. You know that already. So that's it. So regardless of where you're watching this from, whether you were in Europe, in the US, in whatever, let's say just America for the whole continent, uh, or you are in Asia, Africa, you watch my content and you see that connection because you're looking for something genuine. You're looking for something uh, for the truth, right? So, and that's what I deliver. That's what I deliver. Because when I say I help people and businesses thrive, I mean it. All right, so content is being created, diversified, and distributed. And now you have to do more than just contents, and also it's called engagement. So because when you're creating contents, you don't have likes, you don't have comments, you know, how do you get those? You ask questions. You need to engage with other people. You need to engage with not just anybody. Don't comment on somebody like a video, like an obscene video or music video, and expect them to comment on your stuff about business. Just go on Twitter, follow a bunch of CEOs, follow a bunch of other companies, go on LinkedIn, do the same. Uh, Facebook, join some groups, but do the same. Also, send requests to people. But here you have to send requests to people who are in your target audience. So if you want to help entrepreneurs and stuff, to then you can have friends like with entrepreneurs because there's no way of you having just a bunch of people on your friend list who are not even engaging with your content. It's not good. And yeah, just a reminder for all of you, if you're on my friend list on whether on Instagram, you know, Facebook, whatever, whenever I share some stuff, leave a like, leave a comment. I'll appreciate it. Thank you. Uh, thank you guys. So yeah, just share, man, because it helps the content to be pushed and so many people to see it. So that will be something that I will appreciate, and thank you for your support. All right. Always grateful for each and everyone who shares my content. And even you watching this video, how many of you share my videos to other people? Man, don't keep it to yourself, man. Sharing is caring, okay? So thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and recommend this to a lot of people. If you know any agency owner or anybody, any business owners getting started and doesn't know about what I'm sharing, share this with them, all right? Don't keep it to yourself. We all can eat, all right? Thank you so much. Subscribe, watch all my videos. Don't skip the ads. Thank you, thank you. So now that you're creating that, you make sure that people share, you make sure that you engage, you make sure that it's something that it's really great. So don't you start mixing like long format, short format, uh, long caption, short captions, play with hashtags, a lot of stuff. You can learn that a lot of stuff if you really like sign up to my mentorship. Then I can teach you about a lot of stuff like that. But here I'm just talking on a general basis, and I'm just giving it for free so that you can get it. And then now that you have that, you have to create your own group. You have to create your own group. That's gonna be like a general group, but or niche group. So create so many groups as you want. You say, okay, fitness business owner, how to do your fitness, get appointments for fitness. You create that. Then once you get some fitness people, add them to the group. You can create a marketing stuff, whatever. You once you get some marketing people, add them to the group. You can create like you have some. I have so many groups. I have so many communities and stuff, and it helps. And also you can build your email list. All right, so it's a lot of stuff that you can do with the inbound stuff. But for inbound, there's a lot of stuff, and I'm just gonna cut it short here. But I just want to leave you with this. For inbound, you have to make sure there's a call to action, or CTA. CTA is call to action. That's gonna help for people to reach out to you, whether it's to email you, to book a call, to message you. Tell them, all right, to just be clear in your message. Make your message clear. All right, so tell them whatever you need them to do. If it's to write to you, if to comment something, whatever, just stay. But don't be pushy. Just make sure what you're sharing is something of value, because inbound is more of value proposition. So that's how you build your value. That's how you build your trust. That's how you build your authority. That's how you build your credibility and a lot of stuff. So because inbound is a lot of stuff. So it's social media, websites. It can be a blog. It can be you being featured somewhere. It can be you being on a podcast. Those are inbound stuff. All right, because when you finish the podcast, it's gonna be viewed and seen by a lot of people, and then some of them are gonna book the code, they're gonna contact you, they're gonna follow you on it, social media or whatever. You don't tell them, you just did one thing like once, but then it's a compounding effect. However, for outbound, you have to do it like, if you don't do anything, then there's not it doesn't work. But for inbound, you can do everything today or 1 year, and then you sit back, you just do a few of them, and those ones you did last year or 2 years from now, they're gonna start generating some leads and stuff. So it's just a long-term strategy, but it's worth it because that's the backbone of your stuff. Because how can you be a business with no content? How can you be a business with no value proposition or anything that people can even just type your name on Google or something and just learn something about you? So you have to have that presence, that online presence. It's more of inbound for online presence. All right, build that strong. Make sure you have your social. Don't just use your personal accounts. You create a business Facebook account, create a business LinkedIn, create a business Twitter, business whatever. So you have your name as your personal, and you have your business name as a business one, so that you can link it both and tell people, okay, this personal works too. Doesn't mean you want to use your personal. You still use your personal, but you can also direct people to your business pages. So it's gonna be like that, back and forth and stuff. And the groups, same thing. So there, you're still working on your own, because you have to create content on your own. Because when you hire people, there should be something they have to read and understand. It's part of the training. It's part of the process and everything. Even when you get somebody to ask you about your business, they check your page. They pretty much understand. Don't confuse them with a bunch of salesy and pitchy stuff. Just write something of value that they can take away from visiting your page. All right, just visit your page. They say, wow, this thing is good. They take some screenshots. All right, don't you take some screenshot of good stuff that you find online? I'm sure you do. But so you won't you be happy if those screenshots that are being taken were yours? All right, so like that's what I'm saying. You know, you have to make sure that you are on top of the head of a lot of people, top of their mind, top of everything. So how do you do that? Be present, show up. All right, not showing up just on the call. Show up also online everywhere. Oh, I have a fear for this. Yeah, write a blog. There's no face of you on your blog. It's just words. Write comment stuff. Take some pictures and write. Don't do videos if you're not comfortable with camera, but that can be also overcome. So you can just learn how to be comfortable with camera. How do you do that? You make so many videos and pick the ones that are good, trim them, cut them like that. Chop chop. That's it. All right, just talk to the camera. You just have to stare in the camera like this. You look like right now I'm just doing a live. I don't care who's watching, but I'm just doing this one because I know 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, if this video is still around, it's gonna give value to a lot of people. Am I lying? Nah, I am not. All right, but how many times did I create this video? Just once. Create it once, but it's gonna be a compounding effect. So think like that. What are you living? What's your legacy? Because this is my legacy. This is proof that I can give value. Because I'm sure I sure can. All right, so inbound, you created inbound stuff. So once the inbound is stuff, so don't forget to put your CTA B as in as many places as possible, because they say the right person at the right place or the right time. Be there because there's no lack in this, because lack is normally like when preparation meets opportunity. And as I said, are you prepared? Being prepared is being having all this and stuff. It's not when the client is asking you for something that's when you need to create it. Get prepared, create some stuff even when you don't have clients, so that when you get the client, now you have something to send. You have something like it's already there. You don't need to do the work all the time, so because it's gonna be so much work that you have to do. But if you're gonna have to repeat some other stuff, then you're not gonna do the other ones. So you have to make sure you finish, complete this, continue, document, continue, so you know the process. Now I have to click. If you, for you to get that, you have to click or type something for 3 hours. But when you document it, now it's already somewhere. It can be maybe a copy paste thing. It can be something that you just have to look out like 1, 2, 3. It can be some step stuff. You just make it easy for yourself, all right? And it's gonna be easy for you when you explain it to clients, because now you know, like, okay, you do this, then this, then this. You don't have to explain the whole process. I know so many people, they just go to client, they are explaining how they're gonna do stuff for them. Then what's the point of them hiring you? Or what's the point of them working with you if you already told them what you're gonna do? It's not good. There's no need for that, right? So now I'm just gonna jump on outbound, because I think I've covered a lot of stuff from inbound. But again, if you need more insight and stuff in like really in depth, you can just reach out to me, join my group, or just become a mentee. I'll appreciate that. All right. It's not that you're paying me, I take your money, I fly. No, you're paying me, I'm helping you. And as you can see, I can really help you with a lot of stuff. So let's go to outbound. Outbound meaning that now you have to do stuff daily. All right, so this daily. Inbound, you can create a content once a week, twice a week, once a month, whatever. Just following the same principles of content. Because if you create like one content per week for education, one content per week for shareable or sharing, one content per week for lifestyle, and one content per week for sell or pitch or whatever, then or offer proposition, then you already filled up for the whole week. So it doesn't have to be offer every day. It doesn't have to be lifestyle every day. It doesn't have to be education every day. It doesn't have to be shareable every day. So you have to map out, put in your calendar for your content calendar, how, okay, what day am I gonna post about this, what day am I gonna, and then make it like a habit for yourself, and do that on a daily basis. Do that and stuff, because when you hire somebody to do that for you afterwards, then you're gonna give them that calendar. They're gonna know what to do, and it's gonna be easier for them to do the great work for you. All right. So because it's not good when you hire somebody to do stuff and then they don't do the stuff, and then you say, oh, I better do it myself. So why? Because there's no process. There's nothing that you're telling them. Okay, there's no way. Okay, they're good. They may be good at creating content, but it's not their content. It's your business content. It needs to have your message. It needs to have your voice. It needs to have your tone and everything. But if you don't document, if you don't tell them like how to be like you, then they won't be like you, right? So that's it. So let's jump on Outbound. Thank you so much. Share it. If you find value in this video, please share it. Okay. Thank you. I'll appreciate it. My name is Clovis AP. I'm a founder, CEO, and head of growth of Copper Top Life, a business solutions company, headquarters in Los Angeles, California, in the United States. And we serve global clients. We serve clients globally, all across the globe. All right. So if you find this video helpful, share it and subscribe to the channel. And also, if you see this thing valuable and you wanted to further more knowledge or in depth, so feel free to reach out to our support email. It's going to be in the description where you can avail and see if you're a good fit for the mentorship or program. All right, so thank you so much. Our program is not only just to just tell you some bunch of stuff, it's actionable stuff. So we go live into everything, we go do everything. So we just help you to be better in life and better in business. Be a better person, thriving person. We help you thrive in life and in business so that you can be a great business owner, a great leader of the family, a great in everything. All right, because this is about impact, it's not just about making money. All right, thank you so much again. So let's go to Outbound. Woo. So Outbound, a lot of people start here, which is not good. You have to start with inbound. Inbound marketing is good. You have to start with that. Go there, so that when you do outbound, people can just. You think those people you're writing to, they don't just type your name somewhere on Google and see if you're really. They do, and most of them will not reply if you are a nobody. So how do you become somebody? Do inbound stuff. Build your online presence. That you become somebody first before you reach out to some stranger, because they're gonna they're gonna stalk you. All right, it's allowed. That's illegal, right? So they're gonna stalk you somewhere, and you have to make sure you're prepared for that. They have to look at your socials and see your followers count. Even though that doesn't matter, but you still have to bump it up like you really even that it doesn't matter, but you still have to bump it up. You have to make sure not bump it, and I'm not saying buying fake followers, just build it. You have to build for a certain, it take a certain period of time to build, but if you are consistent, in 3 months 4 months you can build a great online presence. All right, then you start outreaching, and it's gonna be solid for you because you already build an online presence, you already build content, you already have a lot of stuff, so many SOPs, so many PDFs, so many files and stuff that needs to be uh, had or needs to be like there for you in order for you to land clients and everything. You don't need case studies. Your content already is a case study. Your content, your consistency and everything, that already is a case study. When you're starting, if you have clients in the past, then you can get case studies, testimonials, whatever, but you don't need those because your content is evergreen and you have to make sure it has some valuable information and it's real. Don't just go there and bluff people for the sake of them hiring you. Tell them the truth. All right, tell them the truth, and that's it. Some people are gonna get mad, other people are gonna, yeah, you're not supposed to have everybody as your client. You just have to pick your clients, right? So once you do that, now you go to outbound. Outbound is pretty much okay. A lot of people of you know outbound, but what you do, the mistake that you guys do is to focus on one channel. One by channel, I mean one platform and one uh, activity or task. Some people do just DMs and they stay there. Some people do just email and they stay there. Some people do a combination of so many stuff, they stay there, or SMS, whatever. You don't need to do that. Same as I said, it's gonna take a lot of work to do inbound. It's gonna take a lot of work to do outbound too, because you have to reach out to people on every platform. So at the minimum, you can reach out to 200 people per day on Facebook, per day on Instagram, per day on LinkedIn, per day on Twitter, and everywhere you can reach out to people and then reach out to her. So another mistake that a lot of people do for outreach or outbound outreach, they just go there and pitch directly. That's a stranger you just meet and then you just go sell them some. Nobody's gonna take it. So you have to create a connection. You have to build rapport to get those replies, to build that connection. Then you can pitch whatever. There's no such thing as a, yeah, there's no right time to pitch, but in this case the right time to pitch is when you have the person already knows you, already knows about you and stuff. So that's why you have to take your time. Don't be too hungry of the money and burn your bridges or stuff that may help you in the future. All right, so somebody is a stranger. You meet them, you say hi, you introduce yourself, you talk, you ask them some few questions and stuff, and leave there. Don't be pushy. They don't know you, right? They're not gonna spend too much time with you, so just leave them that way. Next time when you have something, you go through their content and see something striking, talk to them back. All right, that's how it works. Okay, what everybody is telling you, okay, write this template, whatever script, and then paste there, copy paste to change some few things, personalization. That's bullshit. Personalization, whatever, is when you do offer proposition, and most of the time it's gonna be after the reply. All right, so you have to do that after the reply. I always encourage that. I always push that. I always encourage personalization after the reply. When you do cold approach, it has to be something that you are offering. It's not them offering, coming to your stuff. Like, you have to offer value first before you can tell them to buy something from you. So that's the thing. If you want to know how to do, I just had a video that I put recently about like offer proposition and how you can build that around and stuff for email, and also another video for call email. You can go to my YouTube channel and watch those. And yeah, you can also ask questions in the group, and I'll assist you. So that's how you do it. That's how you really do it for outreach, for outbound outreach. So you go there, you offer something, then they like it, they see you good, they say, oh wow, that's crazy, that's great and stuff. Then also after you see if they're interested, because your job for outbound outreach is just to spark interest, then book calls for meetings, like sales meetings, if they are ready. So you don't just expect them to be ready on the first message. Did you really think they're gonna be ready on the first message? You're lying to yourself. If they are ready on the first message, that means they've been around, they know about you already, and then they've seen your content and stuff. But if you're not really that credible, or that like you don't have too much content out there, that's not gonna work. So it doesn't have to be cold, even though it's called cold outreach. So that's why you have to make it warmer or warm as soon as possible. So you have to make sure you have something that you can share. They read about it, they know about you, whatever stuff, they see if they have testimonials and stuff. Then after that, you can just follow up. The money is in the follow up. It's not, I'm not the one saying it. It's like, yeah, that's the rule. The money is in the follow up. When they tell you the money is in the follow up, you think it's just for people who ghost you? Man, get out. Yeah, seriously, but that's the thing. Share something of value, get people to like it and love it, and if they're interested, get a call. It's good. It's that easy, man. It's not hard. That's the easy stuff. But I'm saying it like that. You say, wow, you say that because it's simple. Like, yeah, yeah, it takes time. You really need to master this stuff. You really need to be good at communication. Outbound, inbound outreach, you're not good in communication because people are just reading stuff. They ask you about it. But for outbound, learn or master your communication skills. You really need to be good at that, because that's gonna help you for your outbound outreach. Learn how to write with no typos. Learn how to write with like no typos, no mistakes. Learn how to write something compelling. Learn how to have conversation with people. Learn how to talk to people even, and learn a bunch of stuff about even yourself, about your product. That's where you have to, because there you are talking about your product to somebody who has not even read about you, they don't know you and stuff. So you have to really be confident and trust, believe in your product, and believe in the ability of your product to deliver value and to solve the problem of the prospect. You really have to embody that, embody your problem. And here another tip that I'm gonna give you here, it's not about you, it's about them. So don't say I can do this, I can do that, I can. But do you know anything about them? Do you know why they might need your help? That's why Make it like dating, man. Outbound outreach is like dating. I know some of you maybe you're underage, like under 18 years old, but okay, so yeah, just wait till you're 18 that you can see this, because if you haven't dated, it's gonna be harder for you to do outbound outreach. I'll advise you start with inbound first and learn a bit about outbound. But you can also try. You can still trying, but it's more of a building relationship. So yeah, just to make it like a simple, it's just building relationships, and not just any relationship, but business relationships. All right, so it's more of a business part, not the personal. It can sometimes in return personal and stuff, but it has to start as a business, like a really business relationship, and you have to be good at selling, but you don't have to sell. You have to just, deliver value and stuff, and people will come to you. Normally, they will just come back after reading your stuff. They will see, oh, okay, okay, I need this. They'll ask a few questions, and there may be some objections. Even in messages, there are also some objections that you need to bypass. Then after you can get on a call. Still, there may be some objections and questions, but when you get on a call, you have to make sure that they know that that call is final. It's for sales. It's for them to. So you don't just go on a call and start do some coaching stuff. No, you're not doing some coaching on a call. Normally, it says 30 minutes, 15 minutes, but you can even do 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on how it goes, because there is just for them to see, okay, you've read about this is what you do, this is what we can do for you, and do you agree with that? Okay, are you ready right now? Boom, boom, let's pay this right now, then we can start this in this day, or we can have another call just to collect some stuff, the onboarding calls, if they need, if it's needed, but normally it's needed, but they have to pay. Once they pay, then that's it. If they say they don't have money, then you find out why, and you see how you can make them pay still, because they have to pay. If they don't pay on the first meeting, it doesn't mean that they're not gonna pay, but most of the time it means that they're not interested. So you have to make sure, find out why they're not interested, because that's going to help you for your second call, that's going to help you for your third call and stuff. Don't leave the equations unresolved, because if you resolve your ticket, because those are like part of your tickets, if you resolve your ticket, then you know the process to avoid future churn meaning like them going away. So you have to reduce your churn risk, and also help, because it's going to help your business to grow, and also to build your confidence in knowing, like, okay, if somebody is saying this is how I'm going to approach them. If somebody is saying this, because this more, it's more of a conversational stuff and situational stuff, because here you are facing real life situations where you're talking to people that don't know you, you've never met and stuff, and you just have to make sure that in those 15-30 minutes or 1 hour call, on a call, they'll be ready to take a decision, because here you're not pushing them, but you're just helping them to take the right decision, which is them signing up with you, which is them working with you. And you have to make sure it's worthwhile, like you have to make sure it's something of a value. You have to make sure they can see as important as the way you're seeing it. Like they can see that it's something that they need, but you don't have to tell them you need this. You have to let them see if they need it. Say, I really need this right now. But how do you do that? You have to go with probing questions. You have to go with digging deeper, handling objections and stuff. You have to converse on a high level, with the mindset of really somebody who knows their stuff, because they're not going to sign up with you if you don't know anything about what you're saying. Nowadays, a lot of people, they know a lot of stuff already. Before even signing with you, they already done their own research. So if you don't really know what you're talking about, it will be spotted right off the bat. So you have to make sure that you know your stuff. That's why I say, coming back to the market research stuff, do your market research diligently, because that's gonna help you a lot in your either inbound or outbound. and knowing your stuff is really helpful. If you're talking about marketing, know the marketing before even niching down. As I say, start general or hybrid and know everything about marketing in all sectors. If it's lead gen, know everything about lead generation in all sectors. If it's social media, know everything about social media in all sectors. So you don't just have to pick something and say, okay, I'm just going to learn this and this. What if the question or the client asks like a general question? Are you going to reply to them? And also learn about the stats. Read the reports, annual reports of your industry, and learn the stats, learn the numbers, know every little stuff that you can know. Take time, and then now you can see that I say 12 hours a day is even worth it right now. You can even do 24 hours, doesn't matter, but you really have to work hard in order for you to get something. Work hard and smart. Work hard, do the work like really daily. Work smart, document everything so that you build some shortcuts for you. That's a smart work, a smart move, because when you scale, you're gonna have people on your team. They're gonna have to go through every documentation that you put, and that's gonna help them to be on your level. Because you're not gonna expect somebody who just come yesterday, not knowing about anything, to just know everything that you know. That took you maybe years. So you have to document things that are working. You have to handle objections and say the process of how you handle the objections. Because when you're talking to people in real life situation, you have to be knowledgeable. You have to be full of experience and tell them like how they can do stuff and making it easier for them. Don't tell them stuff that it's gonna take time. Okay, you have to do this. You have to do this. Have you done it? If you've done it, just say. Give an example. Okay, if tell you something like this, then man, this is a situational case. You have to be good. I'm the right person for that. Yeah, I am. And I've been around for a long time. I talked to a lot of people. I've been on so many sales calls. Uh, doesn't mean that all of them were good sales calls. There were some hard ones, some good ones, but overall, I learned from all of them, and I'm so experienced. That's why I close. All right. So the thing is, you have to make sure you work on those. For outbound, you just wanna work on first communication skills, second sales skills, third um, really what do you report relationship skills, uh, fourth situational skills. You have to be on situation, and then the other one you have to be working on your convictions and also your strength. Your strength can be maybe you know you have to have like a how you do your stuff. That's why I don't tell you like you have to do this on the sales calls, because every sales call is different. You have to have like a process that's gonna like put like everything on the map, and also have to be applied on everything. Otherwise you're gonna have to do, okay, if the sales calls is like this, or sales calls are like this, I'm gonna just do this instead. I'm gonna do this instead. But you have to try. You don't have to invent it. If it works, then you can try it on the other stuff. But you have to be really, 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 really quick and fast to adapt, flexible and everything. Sometimes you may ask the wrong give the wrong answer, but you have to make sure that you can check on yourself. Don't be so excited and forget about what you're talking about. So just make sure that you know what you're talking about and you deliver it successfully, and that will be helpful for you, because after the call, those people are going to look up to you. They're going to see what you do, and they're going to be convinced that you can do that for them. And you have to make sure you're not only lying to them, but you're also telling them the truth, and that's going to be proven by the uh, hours of work and hours of research and hours of your knowledge building that you've been doing all along, because it's really helpful. It may take time, but when your time comes, you will have a lot of results, and you'll be thankful that you watched this video today, and you'll be thankful that you just met me, whether online or whatever. I would like to meet some of you guys. If you want to meet me, just put in a comment, send me a ticket, fly, whatever. I'll fly to your place. All right. Yeah, I can come there and show you there face to face, whatever. But you can also sign up to my mentorship. I will teach you whatever and I'll show you everything. You can use our hybrid systems and how everything that you need. So for outbound, again, you need the right tools. So when you do, if you're doing it on social media, it's pretty much free tools that you need for that. So you can just need an account and making sure you're posting content and so that you don't have limits, and also having a lot of people that are niche and having a lot of engagement. Then the other thing that you need is yeah, some tool just to scratch. As I say, Google still on the top again. You can use Google to look for your leads and everything, and you can use a lot of stuff. If it's email, you can use a lot of automation tools to send a bunch of emails when you collect leads, and we cover all that also in the mentorship, how to go and look for leads fast and pre-qualified leads that you can send them emails to increase your open rate and reply rate. Because now we were when we started, we were like 30% open rate and 20% reply rate. Now we are at 100% open and 100% reply rates, and that great. But it didn't come overnight. We worked and we tried to tweak some stuff in order for us to be like that. That's why you also need to learn the things and be actively doing something. Don't just stay there and ask questions. But because when I'm gonna ask you how long have you been doing this and stuff, you tell me 1 month, and then you still, I'm like, man, you need more month again. All right. Yeah, I'm not rude, but I'm just telling you, like, you still need time. Don't complain you've been doing this for 1 week and you don't get a client. What are you complaining about? 1 week is nothing. Yeah, you might get some good stuff in 1 week, but it doesn't just come like that. You need to work hard to get that. If you want to get stuff in 1 week, then you get mentorship because they're going to give you so many stuff. And sometimes it may not just come in 1 week. It can take months, like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or even a year. But if it takes longer, normally it's because you're not implementing the right stuff or you're just so stubborn to listen to the what they're telling you to do. Because if you listen and you ask the right question, not the lazy questions, because some questions, some stuff you can find on Google. And when I do it, what I do in my mentorship is some stuff you cannot find anywhere. Even here on my YouTube channel, I don't know if you've listened to this stuff anywhere else. It only comes from King Clovis AP, right? So that's what you have to do. You have to ask me questions that are stuff that you cannot find on Google that I will assist you. But if it's still any question you have, I'll understand because yeah, I've been there. So I'll try to give you some value and answer your questions. So join the group and share, see so many insights that I share in the group. And if you find this video full of value, please like and subscribe and leave your comment. If you have questions, leave your comments below. I'll appreciate it. I also put a email to our support team. You can write to them whenever you have time. Write to them and we see if you're a good fit for the mentorship, and also we can assist you anyway in any other forms. So thank you so much for watching. Do you have any other questions? Leave them in the comments. So outbound, inbound, that's how you have to do. Don't forget the layers. Don't focus on one thing. Multitask as much as possible. And there's a lot of stuff that I have to share, but time is limited. I have to do some stuff, some work, and as you know, I'm a dad now. I'm a parent, so I have to take care of my wife and also the family. So that's it, and also check on my team and see the stuff. So, but as you can see here, is I just unpacked this 1 hour video for you to get this knowledge because a lot of questions have been asked, a lot of stuff, and I wanted to just make this video to cover pretty much everything and to remove all the misconceptions and the myth and to help you really, focus and tune in so that you can really take your agency, take your business off the ground and succeed. All right. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Otherwise, like, it's a pleasure to have all of you watch the video and also get to know you and share my life, my success, and also everything with you guys. And sharing is caring. All right. Peace. Take care of yourself. Stay tuned. And what else could I say? Yeah, for outbound, also don't forget call to action. Call to action for outbound normally is for call. So you're not selling a service. You're not pitching for your products. You're not pitching for anything. You're just having trying to have a conversation, and that's gonna be through the call. A lot of you don't have calls or sales meetings because they focus on pitching the service instead of pitching the call. You have to let people know that you still want to talk to them for 15 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever. Talk to them. So make sure they agree with that. But how would they agree if they're strangers? So that's why you have to start with the conversational stuff and then go slowly. You say, do you have some time to talk about this and stuff? Find what they need help with and what some stuff that they don't know about. Then you can have a call with that and then see if they can work with you. Because normally it's just that simple as that. Yeah, but I know a lot of people find it hard, which is yeah normal. I understand. But anyway, if you have questions, just leave them in the group or in the comment. I'll appreciate it. Thank you so much. Watch more videos on the channel and subscribe for future videos. And see you in the next one. Stay tuned and take care of yourself. Thank you.